Now another one of those matches we talked about at the top of the program at 140 pounds. Mike Krister of Howell against Pete Bonilla of Brick Memorial.
This should be a pretty good match here. These two boys are both extremely strong, very good at freestyle wrestling. Bonilla with a takedown.
Takedown and a 2-point lead for Bonilla. Two pins on the way to the final.
Mike Krister is the boy that I said had worked with Peter Krychek so much in the offseason. They're very good friends, and they've both improved tremendously in the last 2 years.
All part of that Howell program, which has come so far, and this year the Rebels hoping to be in the thick of things in the Shore Conference B South race. This crossface brings Krister back to the mat. Bonilla trying to tilt him over using that wrist control.
Yeah, Mike Krister was 16-6-1 last year, and he was second in the districts. He lost to Simon Scove in the regionals. He was the 3rd seed in this tournament. He beat the 2nd seed, Bernard Rawls of Long Branch, rather handily this afternoon in the semifinals, 16-4. So, you know, Mike is on a little bit of a roll. Pete is the top seed. He made it to the States last year. He was a region champion, and he is a pretty tough customer.
"20 seconds left in the first period. In the 140-pound final, Bonilla just riding his man tough. Mike Krister of Howell trying to work up and trying to get out of this, but he is just being flattened right now. Bonilla, once again, another one of your Brick Memorial wrestlers using his shoulders to just ride him into the mat.
Well, Peter is rather aggressive on the mat. We're wrestling up in the Phillipsburg tournament next weekend, and so our boys know that they better make sure that they're nice and physical and ready to go up there, because the Phillipsburg is not exactly the minor league.
Bonilla with the choice. Chooses top. He's doing his speaking here, of course. Dennis DeAndrea, the assistant wrestling coach at Brick Memorial. And he's providing the expert commentary here tonight. Watching some of the youngsters that he works with every day. Pete Bonilla, one of those. Wrestling here in the 140-pound final against Mike Krister of Howell. Krister trying to work out of it. And he gets that 1-point escape.
And Bonilla went right back in trying to get a takedown. And he might get it here. Nope, didn't get the takedown. They're neutral. The score is 2-1.
Bonilla, another wrestler who was a Neptune champion last year. Quite a few returnees. I think 7 made it back to the finals this year. 7 wrestlers who won titles here last year. But Brick Memorial once again on their way to a team championship. They
nice
led.
Shot.
They
nice
led.
Single leg shot off a Russian tie. Nice shot.
So Bonilla gets the takedown. He leads 4-1. Brick Memorial had 102.5 team points coming into the final 12 matches. Howell was in 2nd place and Manalapan 3rd. And Brick Memorial really just too far ahead to be caught. But a nice showing by the wrestlers from Howell and Manalapan. 1 minute exactly left in the second period. Bonilla leads 4-1.
Come on, go, you're leaving your arm. Don't leave your arm.
Trying for a little cradle there.
Slap a cradle on there while Mike was sitting without hand control, but he reacted to that pretty quick and grabbed his hands. Mike and Peter are pretty good friends. I mean, they do know one another. They do wrestle together in the off season. But when you get down into one of these tournaments for the championship, that friendship goes out the window a little bit. Right here, Bonilla is trying to take a tilt off another trella. As I said, Peter is rather brutal with the move. I mean, he's twisting this guy up pretty good here, and I'm sure Mike will tell you tomorrow morning how sore he feels. You notice as Pete takes him to the mat each time he drives his weight into him, that does take its toll on a wrestler. It takes the gas out of him a little bit, out of his tank. He knows Peter's going back to his feet every time when he's in this. rolling him through on his trailer. He didn't award back points there, which is questionable. He called it a roll through.
No back points as we conclude 2 periods. We go to the final 2-minute period in the 140-pound final. Bonilla of Brick Memorial leading Krister of Howell 4-1. And Mike Krister will have the top position here in the 3rd period to start. Last move, I think, of course, if this had been the Olympics, roll-throughs, anytime your back is exposed, it's back points. But in high school wrestling, you really have to be exposed for at least a count of 1.
Well, there's supposed to be a momentary stop, but they have put new rules in there in the last few years where if you put the wrestler into a high bridge position, it is back points. I mean, that was close. Some referees would have given back points there, but referee Ron Rigoletto said that he didn't see any stop in there, so he didn't award them. And Ron is one of our best officials in the shore area.
1-point escape.
Nice, tremendous drag. That was a tremendous shot. He didn't get a takedown, but that technique is just outstanding.
Bonilla leads 5-1.
Peter's talking about going to school at Arizona State or maybe North Carolina State University, and he's hoping to get a wrestling scholarship. College coaches that just see a meat grinder like this kid, and I'm sure they'll be knocking on the door because he loves the sport, and as you can see, he's tough enough for it.
2-point takedown makes it 7-1. And once again, Bonilla just riding Krister out, tossing him around out there, and a pretty good show of strength by Bonilla right here. Not exactly too bad in that category either.
Well, I wrestled with Peter one time last year early in the season, and he snapped something inside of my knee, and I don't go near him anymore. It still hurts. On his cold days, it still hurts. He doesn't really know how to go half speed. He takes everything very serious.
Come on, Michael. Try something.
45 seconds left, 3rd period. This is the 10th annual Neptune Classic. The field was expanded this year to 18 teams. Traditionally, 16 teams had been in here.
On that roll, that time in the high bridge, the referee did give the points to Bonilla. You can see he just crushed him there with that move. Just simply crushed him. As I told you, this Peter Bonilla is certainly a force to be reckoned with. He's extremely strong and aggressive.
And he wins the 140-pound title with a pin over Mike Krister of Howell. 19 seconds were left in the 3rd period. And so Bonilla, with his 2nd consecutive title at the Neptune tournament.
Those new rules this year, being able to wrestle in neutral position, really helps a kid like Scove.
That's Bernard Rawls of Long Branch. He won 3rd place at 140 pounds. 2nd place finisher was Howell's Mike Krister. And there's the winner, Brick Memorial's Pete Bonilla, getting his award from Joe Bongiovanni, tournament director here at Neptune. 140-pound winner, Pete Bonilla from Brick Memorial.